What up, stackers? Philly Stacker here. Welcome back to the sandbox. Inefficient stacking got me here. I had to get a taste of everything, whether it be a bullion coin from every country down to my 40% silver Eisenhowers. Now, time for me to try efficient stacking with a purpose. This quote comes from the book The Richest Man in Babylon. Our prosperity as a nation depends upon the personal financial prosperity of each of us as individuals. I believe this statement is the cure for a lot of this world's ills. I salute all who stack. You are part of the solution. And in my book, The Salt of the Earth. In the book, the king seeks answers and summons the richest man in Babylon, Arcad, to consult with. The king complains since the building project stopped/expansion has stopped. The rich are getting richer while the poor is getting poorer. Arcad says you can distribute the wealth evenly, but the money will find its way back to the wealthy in the end. Without wisdom, gold is quickly lost by those who have it. But with wisdom, gold can be secured by those who have it not. Money is continuously transferred from the uneducated to the educated. And I'm not talking college educated. You can have a degree and still be an idiot. Example, overdraft fees. Banks collected well above $10 billion in a year from overdraft fees. From people who don't know how to use and manage money. From the poor stewards of money, fortunes are made. I'm afraid as Americans, we have been programmed to be good consumers. After 9/11, the president addressed the nation, and to boil it down, it was basically, don't be afraid, now go buy stuff. That is how you support America. New war is upon us, and I hear the same thing, the consumer. This policy is best for the consumer. Not that this policy is best for American citizens, but the consumer. We are looked at as consumers. We are taught to be consumers since the day we were born. In school, you were not taught about finance unless it benefited the system. The key to financial freedom is education. To get this education, you must do it on your own, independent of the herd. Being a stacker is contrary to what we've been taught. Stackers delay gratification for the better good. We live below our means. If everyone practiced this financial wisdom, the current system would cease to exist, and we would have something better. They say politics are downstream from culture. I don't foresee a political candidate being elected preaching financial responsibility. A lot of the people want free stuff and to feast off the rich. We won't elect a person trying to balance the budget. Politicians don't understand money anyway. I'm watching the mayor of Chicago trying to get a payday loan through the city council to keep the lights on. Without wisdom, you could win the lottery for millions and be broke 3 years later. I have used wisdom to create a silver stack. I sold on the way up to 120 and recovered most of my initial capital. I'm on a free ride at the moment. It is one of my best achievements in life, even as little as it may be. The best application of wisdom I've seen this past year were the people who played the gold-silver ratio. Think about it. They used zero new money or labor. They used what they had available, which was wisdom and a gold coin. At the peak of the ratio, which, if I remember, was 110 to 1, we won't hit the top, so say we pulled the trigger at 100. Then we took that 100 ounces of silver and traded it at 50 to 1. You just turned 1 ounce of gold into 2 ounces of gold. You obtained a gold coin not with your labor, but with your application of wisdom. This is the number one lesson I learned this run. I was not in position financially, nor had the wisdom to take advantage of this opportunity. I had a few specks of gold when this opportunity started and was ignorant of the gold silver ratio. I had just started to stack and learn about precious metals. I made a video when I traded silver for gold and platinum, and the old timers schooled me on the gold silver ratio, and I listened and paid attention. I will be in position the next time this opportunity presents itself. It's basically a free gold hack, alchemy, if you will. After doing some heavy pondering and drifting with the current, since we topped at 120, I finally feel I have clear direction on how to stack going forward. Or at least I have a target to aim for. That target is to be in position to pull off the gold trick, to turn 1 ounce of gold into two. Still working on the details. Gold moves first, but my problem is I have very little gold. The trick works with silver as well. Just swap your silver into gold at 50 to 1. Do I take the gold path or the silver path, or a combination of both? I don't know at the moment. Still working out those details. I'm pondering my relationship with cash as well, and view a dollar as a freedom point. The game by my freedom. Looking at dollars as freedom points has helped me to save them and not consume. Fiat is a tool as well, but that is a whole other subject. For the first time, I'm able to save cash. Just $25 a week I started putting aside since January 1st. I also have an emergency fund I'm working on as well. But this $25 a week cash is for opportunities, dry powder, if you will. I'm in striking range of a 1/10 gold coin. I get a cheap $150 bonus this check and could pull the trigger. Know that now that it's adding up, I want to spend the cash. I'm going to pivot from collecting quarters, waiting for the dust to settle, and start stacking with purpose. I will get a quarter a month or something to complete my quarter collection. Silver is at 70, not 120, and a 1 ounce American Eagle, which I can get at my LCS for a few dollars over spot, is a better decision to get to where I'm going, which is to be in position for the gold trick. The brain is a powerful thing. Once you program it with a destination or a goal, it will work subconsciously behind the scenes to get you there. The quarters made sense at 120, not at $70 silver, when you could get them at spot, not $3, $4, $5 above spot, like now. I bought a batch and have some to display still, but future silver purchases will be creating a Silver Eagle army to capture some gold. Another lesson I learned is your frontline soldiers matter. I decided on eagles for mine. Remember, I can get random year, good conditioned eagles for a little above spot, not 7, 10, 15 above spot. Otherwise, the math went math. It was hard selling pieces you liked. I want a uniform stack, easy to liquidate. If stacking maples made more sense, I would do that. Or if buffaloes or bars made more sense, so on. Depending where we live and where we shop, we have different opportunities. This week's quarter is the 2020 year of the bat, the infamous COVID-19 bat. Blame the bat, not the laboratory a few blocks away. This little guy is the scapegoat and a must-have for me. It is a 3/9 silver, not 90%. Fun fact, proof silver quarters are 3/9 fine after the year 2019. It was a crazy time. Gyms were closed and liquor stores were open. Uncontrolled riots and looting. People going to jail for surfing on an empty beach. When I look at it, I can still feel breathing through a mask. When I look at this coin, I go back to that time. A time when who was your governor had a huge impact on your life. Your geography mattered to what rules you will be governed by. Mobility became an important goal for me. I desire the financial independence to move if need be. I also have a goal to travel in the future. It seems a few ounces of gold is easier to travel with than 1,000 pounds of silver. So I have to work on getting my current actions in place for future goals. A lot of my problems in life stem from not having a destination or a goal. You tend to drive around aimlessly, traveling down some back alleys along the way, never getting anywhere. Trust me, I went down a few dark alleys looking for adventure in my time. Better to have a destination to keep you focused. Without wisdom, gold is quickly lost by those who have it. But with wisdom, gold can be secured by those who have it not. Share any lessons you have learned this past year in the comments. I'm always looking for new ideas and tricks. Like and subscribe. Until the next one, keep stacking and keep learning. Everyone out there, this is the Philly Stacker saying goodbye and be blessed.